Hei, salutare tuturor! Sunt Luca, iar astăzi jucăm niște What Remains of Edithfinch. Este un joc destul de ciudat, să zicem. Este astăzi gratuit pe Epic Games Store.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Ok. Deci... Dacă pot să pun și un pic pauză. Pentru că... Totul e dat pe ultra. Cred că o să dau totul pe high. Ok. Și asta.
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Ok, deci poți să dai zoom și chestii. Jocul pare că merge mult mai bine, doar că merge în jur de
I lived
30
here
de
until I was
frame-uri.
11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Ok.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
What the heck? Și că urgent open immediately. Păi și de ce nu le-au deschis?
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
No trespassing. Ok, noi o să facem trespassing.
In her will, my mother left me a key but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Ok. Hai să luăm pe aici. Știu că mai e o potecă.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Bun, deci știu că mai e o potecă care o ia prin pădure direct spre casă, doar că vreau să văd un pic și aici. Nu știu unde s-a dus ăla, nu-mi pasă.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Deci asta ne aduce aici. Uite, asta e poteca, deci basically poteca o ia
The house
prin
was exactly
pădure.
like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Deci poteca o ia prin pădure. Și cum îi zice?
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Ok, și pe dincoace am luat-o pe unde am venit noi, pe șosea.
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Bun. Ca să fie clar, ce scherie. Ca să fie clar, știu în mare o parte din poveste, prima parte din povestea aia
Crawling
care
through
mi
the
s-a
doggy
părut
door
mie
used to
mai
be a lot
tricky.
easier when I was 11.
Doar că nu o să dau spoilere. Ok, acum merge în jur de 70
For the
de
first time
frame-uri.
in years, I felt like I was home.
Mamă, deci uitați-vă și voi cât de mizerie e pe aici.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Ok, nu mai țin minte la ce mergea cheia, doar că știu că trebuia să urc.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Ok.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin. As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Ok.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Arată ciudat. Că pe bune, cine își siluiește casa?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Ok, știu că trebuie să ne ducem acolo, doar că întâi vreau să mă duc și pe la Molly. Deși,
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
oricum, tot aici trebuie să ne întoarcem.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Nu l-ai crezut? Ei bine, acum o să afli. Scuze dacă știu deja pe unde trebuie să o iau și nu descoper în momentul ăsta, doar că
really good at keeping secrets.
pur și simplu îmi place să
Now it was
știu de
time to find
dinainte
out
ca
what
să
my
nu
mom had
rămân
been
blocat
afraid
la
of.
părți.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Ciudat.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Da. Deci,
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside
Molly
for the
era o
first time,
fetiță.
I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Fetiță mică. Ce-au făcut la biata astea? Da, și aici găsim jurnalul ei.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Ce am mâncat? Pe bune?
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
Bietul pește.
I kept eating and eating.
O pastă de dinți.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Se aude.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Pasărea.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Da, sigur,
I tried to be
sigur.
quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Sigur, sigur. Fix pisică puteai tu să te faci.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Ce urâți erau.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up,
Am prins-o.
and suddenly I was an owl.
Ce?
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Ce? What? Fetițo, ce-ai fumat?
Rabbits. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Cine știe ce-o fi fumat fetița asta?
A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh God. Fetițo, ce-ai fumat?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Uite o corabie scufundată. Și uite și un seal din ăsta pe care vrea așa să-l mănânce.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
Ok. Dacă interesează pe
Grabbed
cineva,
on tight.
nu-mi
But I
place
was
să
so
fac
hungry,
asta.
I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed. Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Ok, deci trebuie să ajung...
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh my God, ce m-a speriat. L-am mâncat? Eu.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Ceva gen... vreau să mă opresc. Știi ce, o să continu, e distractiv. Bă, dar capitanul ăla nu-și dă seama că mor oameni pe barca lui? Așa capitan nașpa e? Nu-și dă seama că îi moare echipajul?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I saw something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ok, deci tipa asta dintr-o dată s-a transformat în caracatiță, s-a băgat în canal și probabil vrea să mănânce căcat.
I got closer and closer.
Asta nu e camera ei? Bă, vin imediat. Ok.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Ok.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have. I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage. I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Păi și unde trebuie să merg acum?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Cum dai mai departe?
Edithfinch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family, but 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Edithfinch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Ok.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Bun.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Deci a fost omorât de un dragon, doar că a murit.
Even in her 90s.
Tobogan
Sometimes
dragon.
Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
N-are sens. Cine își colorează? Cine își pune
The only
roz
trace
în
Grandpa
baie?
Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Leschid sau nu leschid?
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Batman! Batman!
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Batman! Tipii ăștia chiar sunt Batman. Kelvin și Sam.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Ok, chestia asta mă amețește un pic.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Deci,
Maybe if I
tipul
hadn't
ăsta
said
vrea
that,
să zboare.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Ok. Deci, îi trebuie destulă putere cât să-și ia zborul. A reușit. A reușit.
That's the day he made
A
up his mind to
reușit.
fly. And he did.
Wow. Ce
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Uite un pistol, arată destul de drăguț. Dacă aș putea să-l iau, l-aș păstra.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
O știu pe asta. E cea mai tare dintre toate. Ok. Încă o dată.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Aici pot să mă reîntorc în casă dacă vreau. Doar că nu cred că e nevoie.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Ce ciudat arată chestia aia. Barbara Street.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Ok, deci cartea asta o să fie destul de horror.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Doar că e destul de cool.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Ok, deci te bag în carte.
Child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she
Deci,
found it, she listened for Rick.
aici ești în carte.
House was silent.
Oh, ce tare e muzica.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Ok, măcar poți să lovești cu ea.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Ok. Horror.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Ok, și tipul vine din spate,
Barbara
normal.
turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Ok, l-am lovit cu aia.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Așa. Așa.
It wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Ok, deci nu pot să sari pe acolo. Vreau să încerc. Dacă cobor, mă uit, după aia pot să mai urc. Nu mai e tipul acolo. Și acum, dacă urc înapoi, tipul mai e acolo? Nope. Ok. Îi fost chiar ciudat să dispară și după aia să apară înapoi doar pentru că am urcat înapoi.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Cineva sună la ușă. Iată lincolindător.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final
Deci erau monștri
Barbara
reali.
Finch gave the performance of her life. I I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Pe bune?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
What?
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Bigfoot? What the heck?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Stai, ce? Mai ieși un etaj. Păi stai, și camera ei unde e? Și aici ce mai e?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Pe bune, cine face asta? Ok, uite și cheia. Ok, suntem aici. La să vedem.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Ah. Înțeleg, deci dacă
I saw
veneai
Edie
aici...
sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Ăsta nu era frigiderul ăla.
It turned out she was
Da.
hiding a lot more than that.
Ok.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a
Okay.
pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Ok, deci Walter
Goodbye,
era aici, de
everyone.
fapt.
I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
Ce supă era aia.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Cum o deschidea Jack așa de repede?
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Înțeleg. Deci nu trebuie să-ți miști mouse-ul cum îl mișcam eu, trebuie să-l învârți într-un fel.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Ok. Nu trebuia să plec frere.
I know it's out there somewhere.
Am așteptat azi toată ziua
Whatever killed
să se
Barbara
lanseze jocul ăsta gratis pe Epic Game Store. Apropo, nu uitați.
and Molly.
Ok, până trecem mai departe, nu uitați să, dacă vreți jocul ăsta, puteți să vă duceți chiar acum pe Epic Game Store și să-l luați. Este complet gratis. Ca să știți. Cam atât.
And Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there,
Ok.
I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Tipul ăla e și pe acolo. Ce tare.
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oh my god, dar ăla nu era soarele, bă. Ăla e trenulețul Thomas, care tocmai te-a lovit. Nu ți-ai dat și tu seama de asta?
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Ok, bun. Cam atât pentru acest episod. Sper că v-a plăcut. Dacă v-a plăcut și mai vreți alte episoade din What Remains of Edithfinch, nu ezitați să lăsați un like. Eu am fost Luca, pe data viitoare. Pa!